sisters, something seriously is happening. Something very serious is happening. And our so-called political elites and leaders do not care. They're not doing anything about it. They feel very unconcerned about it. Our political elites do not care about it. Our people are left rudderless, tossed here and there by the tempests and the winds of the sea. Nobody cares. Every day we hear stories of thousands and thousands of Futajelong Kambari Fulani being transported by every means of transportation down into our land, down into the Jaw Nation, down into Igbo land, down into Shekiri land, down into Ogoni land, every day, in the most unthinkable factions, in their thousands. If you go to Biafra today, as I'm talking, all the fishing settlements and the farming villages are occupied and controlled by these fellows. We are job people, we are strong. Nothing is going to happen. A man is only strong when he's with his people, when he has enough number to overcome his enemy. We should not underestimate these people. They have our money with us. They have been receiving tons and tons of our money. Their brother Abacha stole and sharing it amongst themselves. A minister in a federation came to say that sharing the money in the north because there are no poor people in the south. And where are our governors? Where are our local ministers? Where are our women rights ministers? Where are our women rights lawyers? All of them, they close their mouth. But this is more sinister. This is more sinister. They are coming here. They are changing the demography. What are they coming for? You remember Osman Danfodio, how they came to Sokoto, to Gobiri, to Kanu, to Katsina, to be there. And what happened? They replaced the Abe rulers. They replaced the original people and took over the realms of power. They are coming. History is going to repeat itself if we don't act now. They are coming. History is going to repeat itself if we don't act now. They are not pretending about it. They are coming with war, destruction, and death. They are coming to occupy our land. Why you cannot go to your community? In Obama, how many Obama people are at home? They are leaving their home and they are coming here. Obama is a village. You cannot come to Obama. Those of us who live in Obama, we are backward people. When the evil and the tribulation will come, it will not come for only Dr. Basari, it will come for all of us. I'm smarter than you. I know that I'm more prepared than you. And when it comes, I will also run faster than you. To be forewarned is to be forehand. It's not grandstanding like Wiki. I caught 14 people grandstanding. This is beyond grandstanding. This is a time for strategy. This is a time for consultation. This is a time for meeting. Our very survival is at stake. We must stand up and defend ourselves, or we will all perish in the hands of these blood-tasting monsters. who will give us the Sokoto.
This time around, I can tell you that the Nigerian atmosphere is not definable because why? Because Biafran government is in place. She actually was, inaugurated or declared in Finland, and that has made the atmosphere indescribable. It is not an explicable atmosphere this time around because if you ask how someone, ask Fulani man and Yoruba man, they cross their finger. They don't know what to say. They don't know where to go because of declaration of Biafra. It has changed lots and lots of atmosphere in Nigeria, politically, socially, and otherwise. You'll find out that the Fulani hegemony, especially the divide and rule master, they are stuned to the marrow, bone marrow, what actually took place in Finland. Even though Finland was bribed by Nigerian government to the whooping sum of $150 million, still they remain, unmoved, unperturbed. They keep it to themselves until like yesterday, Finland came out to expose Nigeria. That Nigeria bribed them with $150, million, and that exposition, has exonerated the Biafran Prime Minister in exile the more. Finland has actually seen that Simon Ekpa is an innocent person. The Nigerian government just wanted to rope Ekpa during the Biafran declaration that took place on 29th November, from 29th November to 2nd December. In fact, the declaration of Biafra in Finland has changed the political atmosphere of this country. Going up is not enough. Climbing down or descending down is not enough for Nigeria. Nigeria is in a terrible dilemma this time around, knowing not what to do because the Prince of Africa has been at least announced. And what actually happened, I think, at the beginning of this week, was yesterday, Monday, was the landing of the Eagle. The Eagle actually landed, the 47th United States President, Donald Trump Jr. He has come and actually unveiling tactical, policy America government should play in his administration. Nigeria was not mentioned. Tinubu was not mentioned. North interest and their allies were not mentioned. What we had Trump at least said was his concern about Christians in Nigeria, which is more or less reason. One of the reasons he invited Pastor Kumuyi, who preached and prayed for him. Then we have other, gospel artists. I think there was an Igbo gospel singer, a lady. I think he graced the occasion. And other indications that actually um, is plain why Biafran lobbyists can actually do something in a haste now, because it starts from now. They shouldn't gap up, they shouldn't give gap. And again, it brings awareness why Tinubu should not drag issue or rub same shoulder or argue with Donald Trump. Tinubu should stay calm, distance himself from trouble. Any issue internationally that will bring trouble between Nigeria and America, Tinubu will stop that. He shouldn't involve himself on that, or else an international arrest warrant will be issued. He's having many crimes, accusations in the Chicago when he was there, hanging on his neck. Actually, I tell you that Tinubu, Donald Trump is not happy with Nigeria, especially President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
We didn't see any northerner invited
at all. No outside interest. That's why I say no outside interest, no elite, no emir, no sultana. They were not even mentioned. Nothing like Islamic agenda or what the North is needed to move forward. And being that the insurgents has infiltrated the North for over many years now, and even he has that kind of interest of Muslims at mind, Trump would have made mention of what is going on across northern Nigeria. People are dying on daily basis there. Yet, this American president did not mention anything like that. That has gone a long way to show you how Trump hated 8-year threat administration of Muhammad Buhari, which concentrated on killing, decimating, annihilating the Christians for good 8 years. It pained Trump to the level that he came out in those days when he was about leaving office in 2020 and asked Buhari to explain reasons behind constant killings of the Christians in the north, mid-belt, and even southern Nigeria. I think what is paramount in his mind now is what will happen to Biafra, how southern Nigeria will just get their independence from the north.
Donald Trump's actions symbolizes that the Southwest might not have anything to do with his administration. The reason why Bola Ahmed Tinubu is being advised to stay off any clash or any statement at the
Against
way
Trump,
Trump has shunned him. Yes. What does that mean to regard to
Southwest.
Southwest?
Southwest, actually has proven to be the worst tribe in Nigeria. I tell you, if you ask Google right now, or that search tools giant, social media establishment, they will give you Yoruba. If you ask Alexia, he will bring Yoruba. The worst and the most rugged, crooked tribe in Nigeria. If you ask Alexia, he will give you Yoruba. If you search on Wikipedia, Wikipedia will give you Yoruba. If you search on Chrome, Google Chrome, it will give you Yoruba. Search on Yahoo, MSN, Yoruba. So what am I trying to say? Trump always turns his back on anything that negates Christianity. And even I'm shocked, I'm surprised because anyway, he always often watches Kumuyi preaching on telly, visiting America, Europe, on evangelism. That's why he has the urge, the desire to invite him to, pray for him during his inauguration yesterday. And but to embrace Southwest, no. Trump actually understands that you have the most dogged, crooked, deceitful politicians in Nigeria. Southwest is one. I'm telling you, they are not straightforward, they are not stable, and that is very, very more, or less the reason why Trump turns his back on them. The situation, the kind of marginalization and oppression the Igbos, southeastern Nigeria, are subjected for how many years now in Nigeria brings Trump's attention to at least to the Biafran land to do something. What is very paramount in his mind, number one, is going to do to favor southern Nigeria is the release of that innocent young man, Nnamdi Kanu. Trump is going to do something about it because I can see his body movement, his body language, and some of the, components, governmental components, that constitutes of government of Biafra in exile. Those materials, let me use the word materials, official materials, I saw them yesterday on social media. They all grace the occasion of Trump's inauguration. Okere was there, Kabweze was there, and so many of Biafra, politicians, they are there. And I'm telling you that the journey has started from here. Now the Kanu should begin to think coming out right now.
You said the Biafran government in Israel had a meeting with Republicans that are going to run Donald Trump's government.
Yes, it's true. Yeah, I saw them now. When Okere, was coming out from the auditorium where this meeting was held, I saw him outside. They were discussing. And we know the Biafrans, we were rejoicing yesterday, and even I'm still rejoicing now. Because Biafra is about to emancipate. It is very, very paramount in Trump's mind, and among the African policy Trump is going to implement, as long as his administration lasts. Biafra is tantamount. Biafra is, paramount among those policies. Trump is coming. Nnamdi Kanu will either come out by force or Tinubu abducted by American government because he has cases in America.